Hello and welcome to the life on the Isle of Coll. So let's have a look in more detail of what type of people live in the Isle of Coll and what life is really like. So about 160 people live on the Isle of Coll. Here are some of the jobs that they do. 160 people. You might be thinking that's hardly anything. And that's one of the reasons why the Isle of Coll is a very small, cozy place. Colin is a farmer. Colin is a farmer. He grew up on a farm and has been a farmer all his life. He likes Coll because there is a lot of land to farm. He has to send animals to market by ferry. So Colin is basically a farmer. He grew up at the farm, so he's lived there probably most of his life. And the reason he likes Coll is because there's so much land to do farming and he's pretty much a farmer. Neil is a shopkeeper. He enjoys meeting people every day. He takes his van to the mainland to bring back things to sell in the shop. This makes the shop quite expensive. So as we know that Neil's a shopkeeper, so what he has to do is to go into the mainland, which is Scotland, because the Isle of Coll is actually off Scotland, if you remember from the previous tasks. He buys the goods from Scotland, the mainland, and he brings it onto the island in the Isle of Coll, which increases transportation costs. And that's probably one of the reasons why the goods in the Isle of Coll are probably more expensive. Esther is the district nurse. She looks after people in their own houses. If the weather is bad in winter, sick people cannot get to hospital because there is no ferry or helicopter. So as you can see, that Esther's a nurse. So in the winter months when it's really, really cold and really bad weather, and you can see that stormy seas, probably a ferry and a helicopter cannot transport patients from the Isle of Coll to the mainland. And that's one of the reasons Esther works as a nurse, and she looks after a lot of the sick patients until or unless they can get to the hospital. Juliana runs a bed and breakfast, teaches music and works at the petrol station. People on holiday stay at her house and she cooks them breakfast. She enjoys teaching. So Juliana has quite a few roles. She runs a bed and breakfast. So a bed and breakfast is like a small hotel where people come and stay the night in a bedroom and they get breakfast in the morning. She teaches music as well, probably part-time, and she probably works at a petrol station as well. So she's got 3 different roles here. Tamara is a potter. Many visitors come for summer holidays. She calls them the summer swallows. She does not like sending her children to mainland secondary school. So Tamara is a potter and she makes lots of pottery. Visitors come to her in the summer holidays and she probably sells items as well as part of her business. And finally, John is the port supervisor. So he works for Calmac Ferries. He looks after the pier where the big ferry lands. He enjoys meeting different people and giving a good service. So a lot of people, to be able to get to the Isle of Coll, you've got to take a ferry from the mainland to the Isle of Coll. And John actually works at the port. So a port is a place where ferries actually call and they park. And that's when they pick up visitors and they drop visitors off. Okay, so have a read of these various jobs from the people of the Isle of Coll again. And you've got some comprehension questions thereafter to follow up. And we'll look at these questions in our next class. Good luck.